So Dan and I would like to apologize. It's been 2 weeks, and we've missed you guys.
A lot.
And we just want to say sorry.
My apologies.
We like the interaction that we've had with you guys, and we miss it. And work's been really hard. Got to make that overhead somehow, and got responsibilities to uphold. And we've just been doing our thing, but back to posting the podcast. Hopefully we'll keep it up weekly. So yeah, we'll just keep doing our thing, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I hope you now enjoy the following episode with Damon. I hope you enjoy the following Halloween episode of this podcast. Boo. Oh, happy Halloween!
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Hello, and welcome to the Deep Drafts podcast. Yes, we've changed our name. Dan, why did we change our name?
Well, iTunes has a problem whenever you have swear words in the title of your podcast. And we didn't want to just call it the Deep Podcast, and we don't like having podcasts in the title of the podcast. So we figured we drink some beers while we talk. Drafts is a nice word. Deep we really like, so that's what we went with.
I dig it.
Right on.
I'm like the intro for this new version.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Because I have like deep stuff going on in my mind like all the time. I just don't get to express it all the time.
Wow,
that was really
You're one
cool.
of the only people who could do it on their first try.
Yes.
So our guest this week is our good friend Damon Long.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Damon.
All right. Well, as he said, my name is Damon. I'm a junior at Point Park, film student. I play rugby. I did comedy for a while.
So you're not funny anymore?
I'm probably not funny anymore,
Cool.
actually. So if you're hoping for a funny podcast, this will not be a funny podcast. I don't know. What other questions you had? How should I introduce myself? I don't know how else to introduce myself.
That was it.
That was it? All right.
Well,
good.
who are you? What is your costume? Because this is Happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Halloween edition of the podcast. That's why you might not be able to hear Alden.
Right.
Because he's talking through a mask.
Yes, he is.
So who are you?
Okay. Well, I did not have time to go buy a costume. And I always love to be weird things whenever I am a costume. So, I am a Sexy Slate. It's a film slate, in case you don't know what a slate is. But,
Okay. Cool.
And it's on my chest, so it's sexy, I guess.
Sexy. Sure. Alden, who are you?
I'm Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko.
Mm. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little hot in here.
Yeah. You're welcome to take it off as soon as you want.
Yeah, I will.
As soon as you want to.
enough.
Okay. Cool. It's kind of creepy.
Is it creepier when I drink my beer?
It's awkward because you're like shoving a glass bottle like deep into your mouth. Okay. And I am Dwight from The Office, but I'm Jim being Dwight from The Office.
Try to figure that one out.
It's a great episode though. It's one of my favorite episodes. And honestly, it did actually only cost me like $11 to put this together. So
Dude, that's sweet.
yeah.
Was that suit yours already?
No, this is all Goodwill.
What?
All of this is Goodwill except for the shoes, which were mine, and the glasses, which are Mark's.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's super great.
Okay. I think,
Excuse me.
should we kick it off?
Yeah,
Or-
sure.
Yeah, let's give it cheers.
Cheers. Our boy is 21 now.
Yeah.
I just want to point out I'm drinking a Ichabod. It's a pumpkin ale.
Wow.
And it's very Halloween oriented, so you can punch in on that wherever you want. I'll show it to the cameras.
I'm drinking Oktoberfest, which I got today from Beerport down in Lawrenceville.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Where'd you get that?
Alden gave it to me.
Where'd he get that?
I don't know.
I got it from Beerport.
Oh,
Cool.
there we go. There's your
Little
answer.
trend here. We generally pick up all of our beer from Beerport. It's a great little,
Dan,
great
real
little
quick.
place.
Before we get started, Dan, I have a question for you.
Hmm.
What are you again?
I'm Jim being Dwight from The Office.
Why are you wearing that stupid man suit? Great.
Question.
That's all I wanted to do before I took that off.
Question.
Ooh, he's
that
Alden
from The
has sweat
Office?
going right now.
Yeah, Alden is. Jeez.
It's
All right.
really hot in there.
If you were trying to lose weight, you might as well just like wear this suit, and then like, I don't know. You should suggest this to people who are trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think sweating more doesn't actually equate to losing weight.
Yeah, why? Saunas aren't real.
Yeah, it just makes you sweat, which is just water weight, which is like 10 pounds of your weight.
Oh, now that I know if you take it, we should.
There we go.
Yeah. So
I'm really hot, as you can see.
I
in the
could-
glass.
you're all fogged
Why'd
up.
you keep them on?
I had them off in there.
Well, happy Halloween, guys.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
an honor to celebrate with you guys again. And Damon, our tradition on this podcast is that the guests always give us the topic first.
Oh, sweet.
So,
All right.
hit us.
Okay. Well, I'll just preface this with, I had this class in 12th grade, English composition, and I don't remember why we went into this topic, but we went into the question of morality in this class. So, our professor, why am I saying professor? Teacher posed multiple morality questions at us. So I'm going to throw some at you. All right. If you were someone at the railroad who got to switch tracks, and you could see a mile down the tracks, there's a runaway train coming towards you. And if it continues on its straight track, it's going to hit three construction workers who can't get out of the way. But you have the opportunity to divert the train onto a side track. But if you divert the train, it will hit one person. If you divert the train, it hits one person. So, in this situation, what would you do?
So, all these people can't hear the train coming? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. They just don't have enough time to get out of the way of the train.
Yeah.
So
Would you rather kill one person or three people?
there's only two options. There's not a third option.
Well, I'll pose other different options after. But if it's only between these two,
Then I have to go for the one person instead of the three.
Yeah, you go right. I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer.
you don't
Well,
think.
who's the one person? The three people, the construction workers know their risk, so they know that there is a risk of dying on train tracks when you're working on train tracks. So what was that other person doing?
Well, if it's let's just say it's a construction worker.
And
Yeah, I'll
the
just
one.
the other one. That one will, because that one life, three lives. Like that's
All right.
kind
Well,
of simple.
Yeah.
Because I don't know them.
all right. Well, now what if it's like a pregnant mother who tripped onto the train tracks?
Wow, she's
By
really
chance.
clumsy.
Yeah, what the hell? The three. Well, who were the workers? Is it three
You
dude
don't know any of
workers?
them.
Three female workers?
Three
Are
dude-
they pregnant?
I don't know if they're pregnant, but it's 3 dude workers.
Three dude workers and then a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Does she have one kid or two?
Are you just asking?
twins in there?
No, it's just one. It's just one child in there.
I'd have to go with the workers then, because the kid has no say in it, and the woman's lucky because she's pregnant, and the three people know that they had the risk of working. They know the risk of working on a railroad track.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's how I see that.
But if it were a construction worker, you would divert it to them. So, do you not feel that in this situation, like you're having a direct hand in killing someone,
Well, no, I know it.
as
Well,
opposed to
ignoring it and letting three people die.
yeah? Well, what would have naturally happened if you weren't there, as opposed to causing?
But you could have less people die, or somebody who's not like supposed to be in that
This
specific
is true.
situation.
This is true.
That's how I see that. How much do you get paid as a railroad switcher?
Yeah.
I don't know how much they get paid.
Because that'll play into it.
All right, what if you could?
Probably not.
What if there's a trap door for the tracks, and you could just drop someone in front of it, and save.
You could drop people in front of the train.
Yeah, like there's a very large construction worker on the trapdoor, and you can drop him in front of the train and save all 4 of those people.
How big is he? How
Like
large do you say this person is?
300 pounds.
He's not going to stop anything.
I'm sorry, this is one of the questions here.
Was this a literature?
Yeah, literature.
What?
Reading? Reading? Yeah. Was it a literature?
Literature.
Literature? Is that doesn't
Literature.
Sound right. Doesn't sound right. I feel like I'm missing something.
It's literature.
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 It's probably literature,
Literature.
but we all just say literature.
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 So,
Literature.
Either
Literature.
Way, it wasn't a math or science teacher.
No.
It had to do with words.
Had to do with words.
Not the physics part. So they didn't
No.
care if a 300-pound man wouldn't stop a train.
Yeah.
The physics
that's
teacher, would say, listen, 300 pounds isn't going to do anything against a locomotive. Are you saying, you're just saying the same thing, would you sacrifice one person's life for those people?
Well, I guess it's asking the question of...
Or does the person in the train get hurt?
I'm concerned about the people on the train.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know what type
It's
of train it is. Is it freight? Is it?
It's just a freighter.
It's a freighter?
Yeah.
So there's maybe 2 people on the train.
Probably more. But yeah.
Purely cargo.
Purely cargo.
Purely cargo.
Other than the person operating.
Okay, I would not do that. Because what if that train is carrying goods or medicine or something like that, and you destroy all the goods and medicine?
That's true.
Or there's a bunch of stuff on it, like flammables and stuff, that if you like crash it, then it's just going to explode, and that's going to cause a huge problem for somebody.
All right. Now, in an ideal world, like, what do you do in this? What would you... If you're like MacGyver right now, what do you do here to like try and
honk the horn of the train as loud as you can and make sure that people get... I don't think you should... Three deaf construction workers should not be working on a train track. like nobody who can't hear should be anywhere near a train track. That's
Okay.
a safety issue.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm going to assume that there's some steel beams being transported on this. So if I'm MacGyver, I'm going to find a way to tie up those steel beams, throw them off, but keep them tied to the train so that they act as brakes and stop the whole train.
That's genius. I don't even think this construction worker should be like... He should move on from construction. You should if you were a construction worker and you were able to do that, I would say you should find a better career now. It's impressive. Okay, I have a different morality question now.
Okay, great.
All right. So this is gonna lead somewhere. If you are in, you just got off a shipwreck, and you're in a flotation device. You just got off the Titanic. The Titanic just crashed, and you're in one of those flotation devices coming off.
Sure.
And the boat holds 20 people. There are 21 people. Oh gosh. There are 21 people in this boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's late at night. Everyone is asleep except for you and this very, very old, very sick man who basically looks like he's going to croak.
Okay.
If someone doesn't go off this boat, everyone on this boat dies because it's meant to hold 20 people.
Well, now, what kind of boat puts it? I don't know. Like, all elevators have the occupancy levels, but they're usually like 500 pounds under what it's actually supposed to be.
That's true. But for morality's sake, let's just say you can only have 20 or it sinks.
Sure.
So,
Do you let 21 people die, or do you let one person die? You let one person
well,
die.
would you, like, you basically, so as you're awake, you watch this old man, you assume that he just died because
He's dead?
Yeah, you're assuming that he died because he's super sick, super old, and basically looks like he's dead now.
How was he on the Titanic? What was he doing there?
I'm not going to explain why he was on the Titanic. I don't have an explanation for that. Would you throw him off? But everyone else is asleep.
If he's dead.
Everyone else is asleep. Everyone else is asleep.
Okay.
So, if that people notice that he's gone after they get up, they may be very angry. But you make the choice here.
If the boat's only made to float with 20 people, how is it already floated long enough for everybody to fall asleep with 21 people?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's floated for a little bit. It's starting to sink,
So you're in a boat that you have to get rid of one body.
basically, or everyone's gonna die.
Is it a body or a certain amount of weight? Because like I'm assuming we have some sort of food storage with us.
No food.
It's
No,
just a
it's
lifeboat. It's just a boat.
yeah,
for
it's a
life.
boat to basically preserve until someone comes and picks you all up.
Well, how long till they come pick us up?
Probably about 24 hours. Which means basically everyone could last without drinking or eating. I mean, you could drink.
So is there a workaround? Like, can I tell all the adults to like take shifts in the water to like tread water, and can I do that?
I mean, it's like below zero water, so a lot of those people would maybe go into shock.
we just do it for like 10 minutes and then switch.
But then they'd get hypothermia when they come back out.
Jumping jacks. You just do jumping jacks after.
In
I don't know.
the flotation device?
Yeah, you just do jumping jacks.
I don't think it's sturdy enough for that.
You let the old fart die. I don't know. I think that he's served his purpose. I don't want him to drown.
So you're tossing him.
I'm not going to toss him. I say we kill him somehow and then. I don't want him to drown. Drowning sucks. Somebody has to kill him.
You gotta take a pillow and suffocate him, like what's his name does in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh. That's evil. That's way
Yeah,
worse
just
than
snap
that.
his neck. Are we done?
Oh my God.
You got. I don't want him to drown. I'd rather him die really quickly. He's had his moment. He's sick. He's cold. He's probably sneezing and drooling everywhere.
So you wouldn't think for a second I'm going to be noble and just jump off and I'll be the one to die?
No. Because I feel like I could do more than that guy for these people. If something happens, what's this guy going to do for them?
Dude, that's fair. That's fair.
But like, I would wait until like the boat starts sinking to make a choice like that.
But once the boat starts sinking, isn't it a little too late?
No, you just lose a body.
I like to think that I would be noble enough to like be the one to be like, all right, I'm ready to die, so that everyone else can live. But I don't know because I've never been in such a situation. So
I think that's one of the times that you have to kind of be in that situation to know.
It's like a topic that we've talked about before on this podcast.
Because everybody wants to be the noble one.
Mhm.
I think. I mean, some people will admit to being selfish and
Sure.
just killing the old dude, but
I don't think that's selfish. You're saving 20 other people.
well, no, it's kill the old dude and you live, or you sacrifice yourself.
Sure.
That's the question you're posing, I think.
yeah.
I think if he's done, he'd be like, I'll be the noble one and die.
Well, he's all right. Well, let's say he's not. Let's say he's like, no, I must live. He wants to make it back to his home so he can be buried properly. Because he knows.
They'll float. We'll float him. We'll make sure he's floating behind. We'll tie all of our jackets together, and like if once he's dead, we'll like tie, like he'll be like bait almost, but we won't let him get eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would you think about doing it democratically and like waking everybody up and be like, all right, one of us has to die?
Sure.
Do we vote on who dies? Do we just eat someone?
No, you don't have to eat
Yeah,
them. Then the
yeah,
weight
you-
stays because you eat the person, so you all just get a little heavier.
Oh, yeah. I
I
guess.
think the more people you involve, the harder it would become.
Sure. But then somebody in that situation would say, all right, I'll just do it.
Somebody might.
Yeah. I would take, then yes, the democratic way sounds great. Somebody will sacrifice
But
themselves.
then you have to think about that scene in The Dark Knight. When
Yeah, with the button.
Yeah.
When nothing happened.
They just tossed it out the window.
But remember how they had the choice to either blow up the convict ship or the convicts could blow up the civilian ferry.
Mm.
And the convicts threw the button out immediately.
Mm. Not immediately.
But the regular people were like, "Ugh."
The regular people were the ones that they had to argue about it. They did a ballot. They voted on it.
Correct.
Dang, that's pretty crazy to think about.
I think when you involve more people, it gets much more complicated.
Yeah.
When you involve more people that think they have a right to live,
Mm-hmm.
it gets much more complicated.
Are you giving reasonable validation to a dictatorship?
No.
I'm just kidding.
My mind's changed. Democratic way, somebody will opt into jumping off and staying. Hopefully it's the old guy.
Oh,
Right.
it's the old guy.
That's my opinion at least.
but it might not be the little guy.
You're right. If it comes down to it, who knows? Who knows who's gonna be the
Nobody
hero?
knows.
You're right. So we will see. When that happens, we will see. I don't know when it's gonna happen though.
So
Are there any kids on there?
yeah, there's like 2 kids. There's a mom and her 2 kids. Her husband just died.
Wow.
Was he on the boat?
He was in the boat, but he didn't make it into a
Yeah.
lifeboat.
You could've-
She watched an air conditioner fall on his head.
Wow.
They had air conditioners on the Titanic.
I don't know if they did or not. Fine, they watched.
Why would they have an air conditioner? They're in.
Fine.
It's freezing then.
Chandelier fell.
All right, sure.
That was
Good
it.
one.
He was the only one killed by the giant, grandiose chandelier.
What
Okay.
happened to Rose?
I don't know what happened to
She's
her.
on the fucking door.
Which could have fit Jack. It could have fit Jack and Rose.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I've seen the meme. They could have fit. They could have both fit.
I also wonder if the science of that is true, because like I've always heard that you don't want to get your clothes wet and then get out of the water, because that's how you get hypothermia quicker.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I also don't know.
One thing to think about.
Yeah, but that's where I
You had to bring me.
I established how I feel about it and my point of view.
Okay.
So
So that's where it lives.
can I say the next thing
If you
that
want
where this
If you want
brings
to.
me to? So self-driving cars are like a thing now, right?
Yeah, they are. What about them?
Do you know what I'm talking about, or are
We
you
had a 40-minute conversation on this podcast.
And
about
I know where you're
self-driving
going with it too. I know
with,
exactly
with
what
the
you're gonna
algorithm?
No, I don't know what you're
ask.
going.
I know what you're gonna ask.
Okay,
Just keep
well,
going.
with these self-driving cars, like they have to have some sort of algorithm
Mm-hmm.
to make sure, like they make
They're weighing life. Yeah.
they're weighing
I know
life.
what you're saying.
Yeah. So the people have to be asked questions like, would you rather, if you're driving a car, would you rather hit a fat person or a skinny person? Like, yeah. So the car knows, like, if it were in that situation, well, it's for the greater good. Gotta hit whichever one's less valuable.
But
I
why
wouldn't
does it
go
have to
with
hit
valuable.
somebody?
I'd go with who has a higher percentage of surviving the hit, and then hit that person. That's what I think it would be.
Yeah, I don't know how algorithms work, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, they have to do research in this. So, I don't know. It's just crazy that, like, all this information and questions go into making this algorithm for a car. So, what if the car was going to, like, kill you for the greater good, as opposed to, like, saving a group of people?
It's not the greater good. Like it's not like it knows I'm gonna be like the next Hitler or something. It's
But
just
saving more people.
Sure. If it's like 3 like 2-year-old children running around playing and then me, like, yeah, please hit me. Like those are kids. You don't have to hit kids. Sure, hit me. I've had 22 years of my life so far. They've had 2.
Most people at, like, the big car companies said, or not big car companies, but most people say, like, they wouldn't invest in a self-driving car that would sacrifice them over a group of people,
I
which I
would.
think is super crazy.
What do you mean? 2 lives are more important than 1 life.
True, but, like, a lot of people are selfish and believe, like, but it's my life.
Well, it's ridiculous. It's just.
I'm not saying it's not.
I think it comes down to age. I think money has nothing to do with it. I think position has nothing to do with it. I think like a president and a homeless person are equal for sure as far as human lives go.
Nice.
But when it comes to like 3 people and 1 person, you just hit the 1 person and then just hope that something good happens, like he survives.
I agree.
Why
Or-
is a self-driving car having to hit anybody?
Or the car could like just not, just hit,
I
like,
mean-
go and do a different route.
I don't know. I don't know how these self-driving cars work. I really want to be in one, but, like,
You could take an Uber in
You
Pittsburgh.
figure it
okay.
Uber in Pittsburgh.
I know there's an Uber somewhere.
There's multiple. I've seen.
Oh, is there
I've seen
multiple
a lot
now?
of them. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, do you think they're imperfect?
Yeah.
They probably are imperfect.
I think everything is.
So then they
imperfect.
still
They're
have to get in car crashes, which probably means that people are still going to
They
die.
don't have to, but they'll
They
probably.
will.
But like, it's just like when it comes down to it, like, when is it going to be the perfect situation where there's the little boy running across the road chasing his ball, and then like a biker right to the right, you know?
Yeah.
Why
I
does
don't
he
know.
just turn left.
I don't know.
or just keep driving straight because the little boy will probably just run past. Like, it's just, I feel like there's like better solutions than just deciding which one to hit.
Yeah, because at that point you're playing God, and nobody should be able to.
Never
play
works
God.
out.
No one should be able to
God.
play God. That's yeah, I agree. But I don't know. I'm a film student. I don't understand algorithms, so.
We all are.
So do you like the self-driving car?
I don't know. Like, I think it's cool. I would like totally love to be able to just lounge in a car while I drive anywhere.
Yeah.
But I would also be like terrified because like leaving your life out of your own control in a certain way.
That's fair.
Plus, I don't really have to drive much right now. So, but if I had like an hour commute to someplace, I think it would be awesome because then I could spend an hour sleeping.
Oh, okay.
If I was in like a nice big van, I could exercise. Yeah, but
Sure. I guess. You probably still have to wear a seatbelt, man.
oh, that's true.
Because if it does get into a car wreck, you don't want to fly through.
Well,
the
I just
windshield.
want a really well padded like inside like
Okay, cool.
like one of those
Like a solitary.
Like a
Yeah.
bouncy castle, but
yeah, like a bouncy castle.
a vehicle.
Yes, it'd be sweet.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like we've talked about the moral dilemmas enough at this point.
Any closing remarks there?
No, I don't have that's a cut.
Alrighty, now we're back. Cool.
I'm back.
You're up, all.
Don't do it.
Your topic, bud.
Okay. So, onto a different topic and planet.
Okay.
What?
I've been seeing a lot of tweets, or not tweets, but Instagram posts recently from NASA about the possibilities of living on Mars and exploring Mars. So, seeing as our planet is being rapidly destroyed in ways due to climate change and global warming, it's a good idea to explore other options, whether it be Mars or a moon colony or
Are you talking about if our planet goes to shit, we need to have a backup planet?
I'm saying
Kinda
should we?
Interstellar
Yeah,
level?
should we?
Like, should we prep for that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure you're not stepping on my topic.
Okay. I'm saying should we be investing money, time, and research into finding a second option?
Yes. I think so.
Why?
Because why not have a backup? Right now, like, we have a backup for everything. I'm assuming we have a backup for literally everything, except what happens when the Earth is just no longer is sustainable the right word?
Yeah.
Like a sustainable, viable home. You know?
Yeah.
So
I mean-
I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Well, as my dad taught me in 5th grade, it's not good to have a backup girlfriend because
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Your
then-
dad's an intelligent man.
He said you can't have a backup girlfriend because then if you have a backup, you're not going to worry about your current girlfriend.
That's
Correct.
true.
So think about that. If
Yeah.
we,
So listen, man. We've talked about your love life, and you need to not do that.
yeah,
okay?
that backup girlfriend.
Come
Ah.
on.
Well, I'm.
She's not going to be happy when she hears this podcast.
That's true, but like I'm not dating Emily anymore, so.
Okay. Cool.
Way to hit the sore spot, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No, welcome to single life, man. Me and you.
Oh, thank you.
All the way.
Appreciate it. No, that's no problem.
Sit over there on your high horse, hairy arms.
I don't want to leave it at that. We're still very good friends, so.
That's good.
Sure, I don't
Yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't talk about that.
You
Maybe
know.
you should have had a backup. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No thanks.
So, that's what I'm saying. Should we invest the time, money, and resources and research into fixing Earth as it is now, or just jump ship and go for Mars?
No, I don't think jumping ship. No, no jumping ship. I want to make Earth work, you know? We've been here for a while. It's home.
Yeah.
You have an opinion, I can tell.
I do. I definitely think Earth should be the main. I want Earth to succeed, but I think right now how everyone looks at it, like pollution, a lot of those things,
Mm-hmm.
they're like surface issues. Like, of course, they're super important, of course, but they stem from like other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like I've cleaned out homeless camps before because I worked at the homeless ministry this summer, and there's so much garbage that gets thrown in these places because of that. So, if, as an example, if we could solve like homelessness, then that would lower, or in theory, the amount of trash that we have on the streets.
Okay.
Or if we use more like biodegradable things, like if we used hemp to make plastics, that would solve a lot of things too, and would cut down on like the landfills.
Okay.
So like, I don't know if this is directly answering it, but like I think a lot of people are just concerned like, well, we need to clean up this stuff, but if you just clean it up, like all the crop is going to come back.
Like that's not the root. Just
Yeah.
cleaning is not the root of the problem.
Yeah, it's like even in like the medical world, if you have a cough and you just treat the cough, but you have like bronchitis, and the cough goes away for a little bit, you're like, oh great, but then the cough comes back and you're pissed off because you're like, I thought it was gone, but it's because you didn't treat the root cause there. So like, if we could figure out what more the root causes are, then I think we could make our Earth better and not look like the movie WALL-E.
So you're thinking that we should try to find the root and then make Earth better instead of abandoning Earth?
So
Yeah.
all resources should go into fixing it, not finding a new one.
I would prefer resources to go into fixing it as opposed to finding it.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I think we should look for another one.
Why?
I like the backup idea. Because what if something happens? What if there's like a, like there's a comet coming and we can't stop it and we need to leave? So we
Yeah.
send all of our best people away.
Yeah, at that point we're playing God again because who's the best people to go?
Well, I
We're
mean,
the best people.
you just find the genetically perfect.
that's like the
Get 'em.
Then you're playing Hitler.
movie 2012.
No, I'm not saying kill the people that. I kind of are.
Yeah.
But like you gotta send the healthiest people away. Not like aesthetically the perfect people.
Okay.
I'm saying the healthiest people. Just like go ahead and just send them to the other place, the other Earth.
But then you're still
I
gonna
don't.
play some
Don't
sort
send
of-
me. I have asthma. I don't want to. I don't
You're
want to have
also
anybody else to have.
colorblind.
Yeah, I'm not a good option. Don't send
Who's
me.
to say that comets won't hit Mars though? Like, do we know?
Well, I don't want to. Well, yeah, obviously we don't. We don't,
I don't
know that, but one that's coming to the planet currently, not a good option.
What if we just invested in defenses against comets?
We
Yeah.
could do that. We could absolutely do that. But there's other ways that the world can end. So,
Okay, like what?
no nuclear war and
Well, I mean that might end human race,
Flooding.
but it's not gonna necessarily end the war or the world.
What are you talking about? It's going to ruin the world.
Okay, that's a difference. There's a difference between ending the world and ruining the world.
Technically, we don't know because we've never seen like a full-out nuclear war happen.
Right.
So
But we know what a nuclear bomb can do.
we do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't know how the Earth would react to it.
Right.
I don't think the Earth
Entirely.
would like it at all.
I don't think so either.
Humans don't like it, and we need to be here.
No, but
Right,
like
but
cockroaches
the
can.
Earth has lasted much longer.
Cockroaches can. So we don't need to find another planet because if everything else dies, at least there'll be cockroaches here.
What he's saying is, we have claimed Earth as our planet, but we were here long after other species were here.
Sure.
So it's not really our planet. We've just taken over. But if nuclear war happens,
I don't know. We've made the most like
I'm just saying that if nuclear
we've
war
like tattooed
happens,
this planet with our
Yeah.
existence.
we've defaced it in every inch.
Sure.
Not saying the tattoos are defacing. I'm just saying we have defaced the Earth.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think we should try to find another one. Why not? We are trying to find another one.
Because then we'll mess up that one too.
Who cares? There's planets on planets on planets.
But who are we to say that we have that right to?
I'm not saying we have the right. I'm just saying
I'm
if
going.
nobody's on it, might as well take it over and
when
just hang out.
when commercial space travel takes over, I'm just gonna go colonize Mars. So.
Okay. You and everybody else are gonna go find something completely different that nobody knows about. Like the other Earth, like another Earth, like one that I could actually like breathe on and live on.
Right.
So if you want to hang out on Mars, be my guest.
I'm gonna.
It's like hot as hell there, right? And
No, it's cold as hell there.
oh, dude, that's not a real phrase. So
I see what you
it's like
think there.
cold as the Antarctic or something.
It's colder, I'd say.
Yeah, but like hell is hot.
Well,
so
people
you
say as hell
say
for
that.
anything.
Yeah.
It's nice as hell. But
Hell's
like,
not very nice.
Yeah, you're right.
Hell would not be nice.
You're right.
So.
Hell yeah, but what does that mean? I don't know.
Hell, yeah.
Hell no.
Hell.
Nobody says heaven yes or heaven no. People do.
Good
say
heavens.
Good heavens.
Ah.
That's good. I don't know. I think we should. I mean, we've already like seen them like on the Hubble or something like that. Like we've discovered other planets out there.
Yeah, but so then we have to hit the factor that they kind of touch on in Interstellar is that you can't just like, it's not like a plane ride where you can go for 12 hours and you're at the next stop.
Correct. So we
It
should.
takes months to get to Mars itself.
Yeah. First, we need to like figure out how to travel in space.
Well, I think we did do that. It's
Like
just not
faster. Like we need to figure it out a lot faster. Like we need to be zipping through the light years.
hyperspace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys?
Hook up some wormholes.
Have you seen this advert for this new movie? It's like a mockumentary about these guys breaking the case on Stanley Kubrick helping to fake the moon landing.
No.
It's, I forget what it's called, but I watch the Viceland channel all the time, and they advertise this movie all the time, and that's what it's about. Like, these two journalists are like breaking the case on the possibility that the moon landing was just faked, and that Stanley Kubrick helped. Which is in like this one documentary all about Stanley Kubrick. Is that's like a conspiracy about him? Is that he helped fake the moon landing?
What up, Mike? How you doing?
Here's an old
Do you want to
podcast,
say
guys.
anything?
Do I want to say anything?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
ask him the question.
I'm hungry.
Here, hop in on Damon's mic real quick.
Mine or Damon's?
Okay.
Whichever one you want to do.
What are you wearing?
Well, I'm a Sexy Slate.
Can you guess who everybody
my
is?
costume.
Can you guess who everybody is?
Oh, it's a Halloween episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a Sexy Slate, you're Frank, and you're the guy from Office Space. Or
Yep.
from, you're the guy who's like, what's it say? You're the guy in the memes who says, that'd be great.
No. I'm Jim Halpert as Dwight from The Office.
I can see what you're getting at.
I can see where he's coming from too, but his hair is a little more like well done.
Your glasses are definitely his.
Yeah, the glasses are the same, and the
Glasses
shirt
are-
is probably the
glasses
same.
are good.
Yeah.
Probably.
Good job though.
But
Okay,
here,
well,
here, we'll
2 out of 3 is not bad, man.
Question real quick.
Okay.
So, should we spend, there are two options
Yeah.
that we're deciding which we should spend our time, money, and resources on.
Okay.
Making the Earth a viable planet, like fixing global warming and all that jazz,
Yeah.
or going to Mars.
That's hard. I think ideally we would fix the Earth first, but politically that's never going to happen.
Okay.
It's easier to promote going to Mars to American politics because we already went to the moon and everyone was
Did
like,
we?
Nope.
That's
Stanley Kubrick helped fake the moon landing.
okay, well, the lunar landing, real or not, was a really great political unifier. Like everyone can get behind that.
Yeah.
And already global warming has been politicized incorrectly. It has been turned into a political issue when really it's not. It's a scientific issue. And to get that taste out of people's mouths that has been promoted for the last 15 or 20 years is going to be very difficult. So it's almost a lost cause. So we might as well focus our attention on Mars because it's not anymore. It's not a lost cause.
Interesting. That's an interesting idea.
That was an intelligent point.
What are we drinking?
Well, since this is the Halloween episode, I'm drinking Ichabod New Holland Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pumpkin ale, and the other guys aren't that Halloween themed, but
I'm Oktoberfest.
I don't like well, I don't like Halloween, but I don't like pumpkin beers, but I really like Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Is that Penn Brewery?
No, it's
Oktoberfest?
Sierra Nevada.
I've never had those. Is it good?
it's very good.
All right, I'm done.
Okay, thanks for participating, buddy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Cool. Okay. So, final thoughts: Earth or Mars? Which should we invest in?
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't invest in Mars. I don't want to live on Mars, so I don't want to do Mars.
You ask me
Another planet, sure.
You ask me, Wall-E, The Martian, or the movie 2012. So I'm going Wall-E on
Great.
this one.
So you want to stay on Earth?
Yeah, I want to stay on Earth. I want to clean it. Also, I want to be really overweight and be in a floaty chair.
Okay. Just kidding.
I want to be like the most in shape person on that like out of shape colony.
Cool.
So just a little overweight in a floaty chair.
Yeah, just like I can go run like a 7.5 minute mile and like play rugby if I feel like it, but
You also want to just sit in a chair.
I
and
just
eat
want
Cheetos.
yeah. Well, I hate Cheetos, but I would say
Fritos.
pita chips
Peach.
and hummus.
Okay.
You're healthy.
So you're gonna still be like a healthy dude in a chair.
Yeah, well,
Great. That's awesome.
not every person who eats hummus and pita chips is probably healthy.
Sure, that's fair.
Thank you.
Alden, what do you want ultimately then?
I mean, I'd like to save the Earth.
Yep.
But if the opportunity does come, I'd like to go to Mars too.
Mm.
'Cause it sounds like a cool place to explore. It's pretty much desert, and I love deserts.
That's fair.
And I don't know, I just want to go everywhere. So
Mm.
if Mars is on that list, why not?
True. If I was given the opportunity, like, hey, you want to go to Mars? I'd be like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go?
To Mars?
Yeah.
If I was allowed, and it would just take like maybe like a
It'd take
48-hour trip or something
No,
like
it'd
that.
be like a year and a half.
No, I'm saying like if it takes like a little less time, I'll go. But I don't want to go if it takes a year and a half.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back in that same boat. I don't, because like being in a confined like spaceship for a year and a half, I would lose my mind.
Well, I'm saying
That's
I
not
think
my
it
problem.
takes-
My problem is like missing out on everything that would be happening here in my life. So
Right. I mean, you could probably still FaceTime.
that's not the same. So I'm not
They
gonna
have
do it.
Wi-Fi.
A long distance
space.
relationship with my family would be really weird. So, because I'm at least going to be gone for 8 years. Travel for a year and a half, stay there for 5 years, come back.
No, I was saying round trip is a year and a half.
Okay, maybe then.
I think,
the-
I think
Alright.
it's like 6 months to get there, and then I was saying if it's gonna
Nah,
take
it's-
6 months, you might as well hang out for 3 at least.
Nah, I'm not going to go.
I don't know what you do on Mars for 3 months. Though.
Nothing. You don't do anything.
Like I would be,
Best road trip ever.
no.
I'd be pumped
not a road
about
trip,
like
there's no roads.
the less gravity for a little bit, but then after that wore out, I'd be like, all right, well, there's like nothing else to do.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I mean, you could
Not
do like first ascents on so many mountains.
Not
That's
in.
true.
I'm not in.
That'd be cool.
I'm not in.
I don't know.
It would suck not having any water to swim in though, because that's my favorite part about trips.
Yeah.
Swimming.
There'll probably be water brought there or something.
Well, I would hope so.
I don't know.
I have to survive somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
So, I was browsing the interwebs, like I do
Interwebs
all week,
all week.
and I came across an article. I think it was on the Daily Mail or something. What is that called?
Sounds like a reliable source.
DailyMail.com. In their science section, unless it's all science, I don't know. Are either of you familiar with a man called Professor Brian Cox?
No.
Nope.
He is, I don't know where he's a professor at, but he has come out and claimed that, I'll just read the excerpt from this article. The biological process which led to intelligent life on Earth was a fluke that is unlikely to have been repeated anywhere else in the universe, claims Professor Brian Cox. So, question. Is there intelligent life on some other planet in the universe? Not like some dumb little, bacterial organism. I mean like life that was born and lives.
Are you limiting that to?
Like humanoid species?
Yeah.
Like more us?
Well, just people that have evolved and have language and technologies, because like
No, like
Because you
like
said
a
no
rat.
bacteria.
Correct. I mean, like
So
rat.
like a whole society, like is it like a functioning society of rats, or just like there's a rat somewhere?
There's like some type, like animals. There could be an animal kingdom.
There's got to be animals somewhere.
You think so?
There has to be. But whether you call that, are you saying intelligent life or just life?
Intelligent life.
Because
So, like,
I
it
think,
thinks with
rats,
the brain.
rats like not intelligent though.
but,
I'm pretty sure they're more intelligent than.
Well, I don't know if I would consider them intelligent. Like they can't.
I think that I don't know what the technical definition of intelligent life is, but when I think of intelligent life, I think of like us and like dolphins.
You consider dolphins like intelligent life?
Yeah,
I know they're super smart,
yeah.
but I didn't know like where that line of like intelligent life is like.
Well, yeah, I
drawn.
guess it depends on what that actual line is.
Yeah, I mean, because I suppose like they can function on their own, but it's not like they can't create technology. They can't create really anything. We're really the only living thing that can create something.
Well, what do you mean by create something? 'Cause
Well, other than a
build
child.
dams.
That's true. I don't know. It's a weird line. Like I don't know where that line's at.
Right. Birds build nests.
Okay, well then can instead of intelligent life, can you go with cognitive psychology?
Define
Okay.
it.
Okay, I'll tell you what it means. It is the study of mental processes such as. So pretty much what I'm saying is they have these qualities: attention, language use, memory, perception, problem solving, creativity, and thinking. So like a good example is a crow. Crows have been like able to problem solve things. Like if they want water, they just put pebbles in the water until it raises up. Like there's been like footage of crows doing that, and there's an old like fable about it too. And then there's memory. So like a fox could have like a hole somewhere, and it could run away in the woods, and then it would come back to where it lives. Comes back to that hole. It remembers where the hole is.
Yeah.
Creativity, I don't really know what that exactly means. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
We have creativity.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Can
you.
animals have creativity?
Well, like I guess like building a dam would technically be.
There has to be
being
some type of creative process to that. Like
yeah.
I guess it depends on what you decide is creative and what's like technical.
fair. Attention. Obviously, animals have attention. Like
Right.
they know when to focus. Like they can focus on something. Like cats have a crazy attention. You know, like they see a mouse or something and they. Yeah. I was just told a story about somebody who has a cat. Sister's boyfriend has a cat. Had a cat, and this one cat would just stare at the wall for like all its life. It would stare at this specific wall, and then they got another cat, and both of the cats would stare at the wall. And then one day, the cat that they just got decided to take the problem into his own hands, and he broke a hole in the drywall, pulled out a mouse. So like they were able to like they had the like, attention span to sit there and look at that wall. You know
And
That's
hear that there's a
crazy.
mouse.
exactly.
That's awesome.
And obviously, like we can find other like language use, imps or like primates and shit. Like they
Yeah.
Imps?
I don't yeah.
Chimps?
Primates. I meant primates. No,
Okay.
imps is a word. They're kind of like they're primates.
I thought an imp.
An imp is a primate,
Okay.
right?
When it,
I don't know. I
An
don't
imp's
know.
a monkey, isn't it?
I guess so. Sure.
Alright.
I'm not
I
gonna.
don't know. When I think of imp, I think of the little devil guy on RuneScape.
Me too. Yeah,
That's
I,
why I was like, what?
I love fighting those. Anyways, so with that, so cognitive psychology, I feel like is a very animalistic quality. Might be wrong, but just from what I read, it just seems like the creativity thing is throwing me off. But having like the ability to think.
Yeah, I think there's got to be.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Damon?
So, this is something I had a discussion with a friend a little while ago. It might sound like a little crazy when I'm talking about it.
Great.
Okay.
So, you guys both know that I'm a Christian,
Mhm.
that I believe in God, all that stuff. But we had this speculation that, like, we believe Jesus came here. What if there's, like, an ever-expansive number of universes where there's, like, other Earths or, like, other places like this, and, like, Jesus is stopping at each of those, and, like, he has to make his round to all those places
So it
before.
wasn't like a one-off.
Yeah, so like, what if it's like not a one-off? So that was something that we speculated, like, that would be crazy. Not to say that, like, I definitely believe that, but I do believe that there is, like, life out there beyond this. So that was like an explanation where I was like, I can't necessarily discredit that, but it was like really interesting to think about.
It isn't. That's the first time I've ever heard that like situation or
Yeah, because like I would say, in my experience, like a lot of Christians would be like, no, aliens don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
They're the devil. My grandma says that. Hope my grandma doesn't listen to this podcast and think I'm talking crap on her. I love you, Grandma.
It's a lot
don't agree
different from
with
the
me.
last shout out we had to grandparent.
Yeah.
Oh no. But like, I'm open-minded in that sense, like, because I totally think it's possible.
Mm.
The universe is too expansive for me to think like that there's not.
Yeah, I think there's so much that we don't know about the universe that it's almost foolish to say that there isn't more out there.
Yeah.
Because if it could happen here, even if it was a fluke, who's to say that
Didn't happen again.
that it wasn't a fluke again?
Completely agree. Yeah, because like when I like look at those pictures that the Hubble telescope takes, and you're looking at like all of it, and it just looks like stars.
Yeah.
But then like you understand that those aren't stars; those are galaxies. Like, those are other galaxies that it's capturing, and there's like thousands of them that like you see just in that one picture.
Right.
And you just know there's more there. Like what? Like how? I just can't understand why somebody can say no. Like no, it does not. They don't exist.
Yeah.
I can understand why someone says maybe no, they've never visited Earth. There's never been like an actual extraterrestrial, like very intelligent being that's visited Earth.
That's to be debated on
I know.
what stories you believe, because there are a lot of people that think that like the gods that visited the ancient tribes of South America, like the Incans and the Aztecs and stuff, like
The Egyptians.
yeah,
The
the Egyptians
Those
too, like
by far are the most convincing things I've ever seen. Is looking at like
Right.
the old Egyptians.
like as stupid as the show Ancient Aliens is,
Yeah.
it like,
They make good arguments.
there's some merit to it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Action Bronson Watches?
No,
Mm-mm.
I've seen the promos for it. I don't have Viceland, but I follow him on Instagram. But it's called Watching Ancient Aliens?
It's Action
What is it?
Action Bronson Watches. It's do you know the rapper Action Bronson?
No.
He's not a very good rapper.
But he has
But
two
he-
Vice shows.
He has two Vice shows.
Viceland shows.
Two Viceland shows. One where he just goes to random places and eats and drinks things. It's like the Guy Fieri shows, except Action Bronson is less nice and
Very
more,
profane.
yeah,
The
much
show's
more
called-
vulgar.
The show's called Fuck That's Delicious.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then his new show, which like it came out like not too long ago, is just called Action Bronson Watches, and it's where he brings in his friends. Like for example, who did he bring in? Like Tyler the Creator was in one of the episodes, I think, and they just get high, like really high, and they'll watch documentaries, and one of them is it's all the like the ancient alien documentaries, and it's just all the editing and green screen stuff is just so ridiculous, but it's somehow funny to me to just watch all these.
Do they? So they sit on the green screen, right?
Yeah.
Do they green screen them in front of the whatever they're
Yeah,
watching?
they'll
That's
green-
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
hysterical.
It's badly. It's not badly green screen, but it just looks ridiculous because there's just all these floating guys right behind the documentaries going on, and they just all look
Hi.
petrified.
That's awesome.
And it's ridiculous. But then sometimes they'll like have people like in green suits
Yeah.
just come in there, and then you just see a floating head. Ridiculous things.
Okay.
Viceland's awesome.
Viceland
Sure.
is awesome.
Sure.
Anyway,
Why'd you mention that?
because
Ancient Aliens documentary.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of convincing arguments out there. But I guess NASA put out a statement that said, or a prediction, 100 million worlds in our galaxy are able to host alien life. And that's according to conservative predictions.
How many? Then I have to ask, how many worlds are there?
A ton? I don't know.
Because if there's, you said what, 100 million are viable for life?
Yeah.
But like we have no legitimate way of knowing that for sure.
Correct.
Right.
Like we can suspect, but unless we can go there, I don't necessarily like. I can't believe it. Like I can think about it, but I'm not really convinced. But I'm like under the impression that like we can. There's just so much that's unfathomable, and we literally can't. Like we literally will never understand everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
think
even
it's-
know how to pronounce the number of how many predicted planets there are.
Yeah.
There's 20 billion galaxies out there and more. So
So if that doesn't make you feel small and insignificant.
yeah,
in the world,
seriously, like it's like, oh my gosh.
Which makes the fact of you jumping off of the boat into the water seem so much less important.
Look at
Bring it
that.
around.
Look at you
Yeah.
bringing it back.
Yeah, people love when you bring these things back.
Callbacks, yeah.
Callbacks.
It's a writing tool almost.
It's like a storytelling device.
Well then, do you think that alien life has visited Earth and we just don't know about it?
So I mean, I'm of the school of thought that you can't say that something hasn't if you don't have proof that it hasn't.
But I
or
want
doesn't.
to know from your, like, do you think that aliens have visited
I'm gonna
Earth?
go out with the ancient alien crazies and say, yeah,
Okay. Damon?
either that or Apocalypse helped build the pyramids.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
Is that X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Dude, I don't know. I want to go ahead. Dude,
I don't know. Maybe.
maybe, bro.
Man, sure.
I'll have to go ahead and I'm gonna say yeah. I guess I don't know. It's
Sorry, Grandma.
sorry, Grandma. But this basketball player, do you know Baron Davis? Do you know who that is?
No.
No, he said he was abducted by aliens and they was trying to make an NBA comeback, but it never happened. I don't know. I guess there's so many people that have said like, "Dude, I've been abducted by aliens," but I can't fathom that they were just all like, I don't know, tripping on mushrooms or something. Every
Right.
single one of them. So
There's a new show on TBS. Just saw an ad for it today. It's from the creators of The Office and Parks and Rec,
Gosh.
and it's about a support
I
group,
saw that.
a support group for people that think they've been abducted by aliens.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, genius writer, like capitalizing on something that perplexes us.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh yeah. I say yes because I want it to be true. I'd love it if there was aliens already on this.
What if they were like hateful
Already on the
aliens?
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a different question than what you posed.
Yeah, they've already come to Earth.
Oh, but are you saying they're still here?
Nah, I don't know.
Like, are there aliens among us?
I don't know.
Am I an alien?
No.
I've watched
What if I
this.
just ripped my face?
That'd be really
What
weird.
if all the
And we get
political,
so many views on this.
everyone in American politics is an alien?
podcast. Okay.
Plot twist.
They Live.
Calm down.
Have you seen They Live?
No, what's
That's pretty much exactly
Is
the
it?
plot of They Live.
that? That's ridiculous. No, I once in high school watched this like it was like an Irish accented video about Barack Obama, which is how they pronounced Barack Obama in the video. Barack Obama, and they were trying to prove that he was like a shape-shifting alien, and like
Okay.
his shape-shifting device like failed during one of his speeches, and he started to change shape during a speech, and I was like, I couldn't tell if like I was now just fooling myself
Yeah.
into thinking that he looked different, but he did look a little different during.
I want you to send that to me.
Yeah.
All right, I will find it, or maybe
Put it on
it
screen.
might have been one of his guards, and not Barack Obama. I will go look. I'll have to go find this again, but at the time I was in my broadcast journalism class, and I remember making everyone in my class watch it and not do their projects. It was great. Barack Obama. Damon Long.
Are you an alien?
I mean, no. Sorry, my language device failed. I'm an alien, and I'm gonna probe you. Get what?
Don't probe me. Don't probe me, bro.
No probing.
Don't probe me, bro.
These microphones.
There we go. That's
look
the title
exactly.
for this podcast. Don't probe me, bro.
Yes, it always comes at the tail end.
So I think that is the end of it. Podcast.
End of the podcast. End of the podcast. We just ended the podcast.
Nice. Your songs are
I'll definitely use that
yeah,
bit.
we'll share it. It'll stay in if you want it to.
Yes.
Sweet. Time to close out.
Okay. Do you want to pull up some tweets?
I'll see if there are some. Yeah.
There are some, because
Oh, there are.
yeah, Sierra tweeted at us since the last time we recorded.
Oh, sick. Yeah, we had to miss a week. We missed 2 weeks. We only missed putting it up. Recording, we missed 2 weeks. Posting, we missed 1.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'm really
We were
busy.
Very
Sorry, guys.
busy.
But anyway, as usual, if anything we said made you laugh, tweet at us. If anything we said made you mad, tweet at us. And if we said anything else that made you feel any other emotion, tweet at us. If you think aliens exist, DM. We want a long explanation in the DMs.
Oh, please.
Wow.
Please.
And if you think, and then just if you're listening, please tweet at us whether you want to go to Mars or whether you want to stay on Earth. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you could comment with that too. So
And the hashtag is now changed.
to
Deep Drafts Podcast.
wanna spell that for everybody, just to
So the hashtag symbol, the pound symbol for our older listeners, and that would be DEEPDRAFTSPODCAST.
Are we in a spelling bee?
Dan moves on to the next round. Damon, your word is extraterrestrial.
Haha! EXTRA dash TERR.
And I don't think there's a dash in there.
I think you're completely wrong.
Well, now I'm lost. TR.
There's no dash.
There's
You're
no
wrong.
dash.
You've-
Darn it! I
Okay.
quit.
I found some.
I hate
tweets.
spelling bees. I was in a spelling bee
Okay,
once.
Dan, the word gets passed to you. Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial. That would be.
He's looking up the word
Ex-
extraterrestrial.
How do you-
Okay,
Can you use it in a
and
sentence?
it's too long.
EXTRATERESTRIALS.
Ectoplasm. ECTOPLASM. Ectoplasm.
I'll take it. I don't know if it's right, but I'll take it.
All right,
What kind of
good job.
moderator are
All right,
you?
Do we have some tweets?
I have some tweets. You're welcome for the shout out, by the way, Sierra. And of course,
Here's
Sierra.
another.
Sierra also is the one who tweeted at us. She is a very dedicated listener, and thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm like Damon.
Well, now I'm gonna go listen to myself, and then maybe I'll go back and listen to the ones
Tweet us.
that happened before.
Okay. So Sierra's next tweet is Mike, awesome perspective on the oil line issue.
So she's
With
talking
the-
about the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Yes, with
Okay.
the okay
Shailene
emoji
Woodley.
as well as cool guy sunglasses.
Okay.
And the next tweet from her is she tweeted all of us and said, "Great conversation, especially about the automated driving. So much pros and cons." Which, luckily, we discussed again on the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we hit on a couple of the pros
Hashtag
and cons.
callback.
I know we hit on.
Did
the
we
pros
like
and
go over things that you'd already talked about before?
I mean, we talked about the automated cars before.
cons. Same topics, but not
Okay.
like the same.
Okay.
We didn't
Exact
say
things.
the same stuff. No.
That's good.
But yeah, please send us
that
some tweets. Yeah, those are the only
Okay.
new ones since we missed that week. So you can tweet at myself at underscore
Dude, you
Helbling.
gotta fix this.
I can't. They're all taken.
To make a new one.
No. Why would I do that? Absolutely not. Underscore Helbling on Twitter, Instagram at Helbling, Snapchat at Dan Helbling, and that's all I need to know.
Do you want to plug your social
Yeah,
media?
of course I'm gonna plug my social media. You can find me on Twitter at the_chosen_son SUN. And you can find me on Instagram at the___________L.
How many is it?
Wow.
I literally
Finally,
don't.
somebody who's been on this podcast that has a worse name than me.
I literally don't know. If I ever had to sign in, I just wouldn't know what my Instagram name was. So I'm hoping that never happens to me.
That's some bad marketing, dude.
It is bad marketing. I should figure out how many dashes are in there.
And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Alden Roth 2. That's the number 2.
Was there an Alden Roth like regular already?
I think on Twitter, I don't remember, but Twitter was the original, and then I just kept the name for everything else.
You've got boring handles. You both have boring handles. I'm sorry.
I have good social media marketing handles.
I have good handles. Mine are fine.
You have 3 different ones. It's a bad
Nobody
marketing.
follows me on Snapchat. Okay, there's a difference between an underscore and a no underscore. It's pretty all right. All right.
Whoa, Sexy Slate get wow.
All right, let's wrap it up. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, I hope you guys have awesome costumes. Tweet us your costumes.
Get some.
We'll feature them on the
candy.
screen if you tweet them.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, goodbye. Thanks for listening and watching.
It's not a cut. This is action.
That was a cut.
Oh, cut.
Oh, tail slate. You did it wrong.
Tail slate.
That's not how you tail slate.
I forget how you tail slate.
Awkward.